You mean one more? Because of what it is, I'm gonna say one.
Yeah, I know, the dumb shenanigans.
No, there are no dumb shenanigans. What is technically the first one I always get last? Now we're gonna go back down into the ice area because I need to go get that other cave.
What would being like, and this is the point where I say, what would being able to warp to a save point? Like, why can't I do that? What does that destroy with the game? That just saves me time.
Especially because you could have like made it, you know, you had to touch the.
Because, you know, like, I know people would hate this, but I feel like if they ever did remake the first Prime, a change, especially if you were going to actually like change the way you go through the world to try and minimize the backtracking, I feel like because of you needing the chosen artifacts, that those should just be mandatory. And what I mean by that is, it's like those should be your progression blockers. It's like to go into a certain area, you literally need this artifact, so it's just put on the main path.
Or at least save point works.
Yeah, at least most things die really quickly.
No, when you have the freaking plasma beam. Hold on. It's an eye store at the bottom. If I just say fuck it.
So when you have the plasma beam, and also that, it's like when you just say fuck it and just run past everything, literally only killing enemies in the rooms where you need to kill enemies, like this room. Oh no.
Wrong color door.
This is the wrong door.
So there's a missile in here we never got. It's in one of the caves. That's why I came back out here anyway. And then it's just a matter of getting the other Chozo artifact and cleaning up the few. I think it's Frozen Cave. Might open that guide again. Just for the few, I know where the artifacts are. Those I have no problems remembering. It's just one or two. Love that big crew, but
Except they're not moving.
there you are. I might open the one guide. I remembered most of the missiles. Now it's just down to a few I know that I missed, but I don't remember the exact room. And one or two that were on my mind that I just forgot to backtrack for.
You would want to turn it around then.
Because I was trying to get... Hunter Cave. Because the Hunter's Cave goes to the gravity chamber. Through a door. There it is, okay. There we go.
Not the missile that's... Like,
This is the missile that...
that's glitched on GameCube.
Yeah. Early GameCube. Because the grapple point's here, but you can't get it. The grapple point is...
You say early GameCube, but remember, Sean's copy is the copy that comes with a Prime 2 demo.
The grapple point is bugged, and it makes it impossible to hit this.
Okay, because of people's sweatiness, I think it's not impossible to get it on a glitch copy. I believe you need to do a really, like, dumb, like, scan jump nonsense or some other speedrunning trick to get it. So it's basically impossible for normal people.
And then in the Frost Cave, there's the other door. So we'll go back out. See what that was. That missile I knew about, I just forgot to come back for it. It's a small ball where the grapple point doesn't... No. Just hide. Yep. Asshole. Yeah, if I go in the frost, so... Basically, because the game is bugged, you can't conventionally get it, because you can't reach, because you can't grapple. So you would have to do...
Oh, again, like I said, you say that it's supposed to be early GameCube copies, yet again, Sean's copy is a copy was the Prime 2, like, demo disc, which, that demo was also Hot Lies, by the way. And, you know, that copy's glitched, so, like, I don't know when those demo copies were created, but because Prime 2 was, like, a year later, that should tell you that... Actually, Prime 1 was, like, 2001, wasn't it?
It wasn't 2001, it wasn't launch year.
It might be 2002 then.
It's 2002!
And isn't Prime 2 actually 2004? It's not a year, it was 2 years.
Right. Yeah, because he is technically alive.
I feel there's a good few asterisks by that.
It does. Hurt me.
Even though he's disintegrating while...
Okay. Stretch. And just... Yeah. I have to do the thing again. Dual stick. Exit. Back in. Damn it. Controls pointed. Ow. Okay. Not that far, it's just the missiles and, you know, one or two other small dumb things.
Alright, 210 missiles and... Is it 50 or 55?
I think it's 250 even.
And so, we'd have 8 missiles left then.
Okay, one of these I'm pretty sure is a save point. I think it's this one, actually. Yep.
Would you look at that?
Never came in here.
Oh.
I thought there was a save point in one of these caves. I just missed it.
At least I gotta get that map completion. Even though this game doesn't track that. Wait, does it track map completion? Or is it's just scan?
It's scan and item percent.
Ah, scans the new map percentage.
Meaning then we could just go out, just go a long way. My point, like, it's down to just, you know, a couple of missiles, the artifacts, which I know where those are. And I think it's like one power bomb left. It's like one or two power bombs. Alright. I hit him, so he just blow up. I think he exploded. Good. Yep. If you could warp around, like, if they wanted to fix this game without completely removing a lot of the design, warping to save points would be a massive buff. Because then you could easily, like, go, you know. In and out.
Or like that have like fast travel points between certain zones. Like somewhere in this room, there's another like path or whatever that connects you to something else's elevator.
What side? Save side. Phase on my. Oh. Ah, damn it! I'm on the fucking far side. Shit. It's moments like this where just because of the way the game works, I am kind of forced to go.
This is why I say, anyone remember the like time when Metroid was the Nintendo series no one liked because everyone hated like the backtracking? 'Cause I remember when Metroidvanias were actually super hated. Then fucking Super Metroid became the face of speedrunning.
That's a whole other thing that kind of irks me, because once Super Metroid started being connected to speedrunning, it was like, and I'm sorry, this is just stupid, where people wanted to speedrun the game, and Nintendo got annoyed at people speedrunning the game. But then, with early speedruns linking to charity. Let me get the controller thing again.
Just the linking to charity. It was also another thing of like speedrunning became a broad way to represent like the community for a lot of like series.
Yeah,
so it's like if you attack speedrunning, it was seen as you're attacking your community.
No, but with the fucking charity, Nintendo hates kids with cancer. Because Nintendo didn't like people breaking their games. Because of this Japanese thing.
Like, it's not just a Japanese thing. Singling it out as that is a tad bit xenophobic. It's more of sort of just a developer thing.
Yes, but Japan is very, very particular in a way that a lot of Western studios just aren't. There isn't a xenophobia inherently. To word it in this way, that sounds a little bit better. It's a Japanese pride thing.
Well, that's why I said it's sort of just
it's a developer thing, but Japan specifically, so many old guard people, as it were, with Japanese developed games, have a huge huge pride for the games and shit that they worked on, that any sort of amount of people destroying their games irked them and made them feel gross, like their games had these flaws and they, couldn't exactly connect as much of a positive view to it as people wanted because of the sensibilities of how they develop and shit. And that's fine, but that then creates the problem of people wanting to speedrun and by when can get like cancer and shit.
So like we also for something completely unrelated. I know someone going to bring up is like, you talk about how much you hate like the term Metroidvania, but you still will use it. That is literally years of like that term being ingrained into my head. But the other thing was that besides Metroid being the one Nintendo series people didn't like, I also remember the time when the Castlevania games that were designed that way were basically seen as terrible. Now, I'll be fair and say that was 110% old man yells at Cloud of people were just angry that Castlevania was different now. Well, it's a plant. Of course it would be weak to the heat-based weapon. Though it is raining, so it will take 50% less fire-type damage.
Was it a grapple platform or invisible platforms?
Wait, visible platforms?
Because, there's rain
because
on them.
Rain.
There is. This I knew we missed, and I don't need a guide for this, apparently. I just couldn't remember if it was invisible platforms on the way up. There should just be like a power bomb or a missile in here.
Oh, there it is. That's the other funny thing is, so there was a time where I remember the DS Castlevanias and shit were hated, though I said I will be fair and acknowledge that those being hated was entirely dumb pettiness of old men being upset that the series was different. And that also, because that was in the era where people were, super xenophobic to Japanese, game design. People saw the, DS games and stuff as, too anime.
We said!
And, oh, fuck, what's the game with Solna? It's the last Game Boy Advance one. I can't remember its name at the moment. It's, again, it was the series was seen as too anime at the time because, remember, Solna, you're not a Belmont or any family tied to the Belmont. You're a Japanese high schooler.
We've said, and I stand by this theorem, that so many games are initially loved or hated not by their quality, but literally by the year they come out.
By the circumstances they come out under.
Yes.
There's a path right there that ends in nothing.
No, because we went midway through. That's the ruin area where the keys go.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get back to the Chozo ruins in a way that makes enough coherent sense. It looks like both of those doors do. We gotta go get other missiles, and I gotta go get the other artifact I don't have. And I know where that is, and I don't need a guide for that one. I know we're missing 2 artifacts, but that, the area where the artifacts goes, and I can say this, there's an artifact just chilling in there.
That's what the game uses to set up the go find these fucker.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you encountered that one glitch we were talking about where the one grapple point will basically never activate even if you have the grapple beam, meaning that missile is impossible to get without glitches. The reason I wanted to know how many of you encountered that glitch is because I would love to see how many people had an early enough copy where the glitch was not fixed. But like Carson said, it seems like super late GameCube production run copies continued to have the glitch, including the one copy with the Metroid Prime 2 demo, which makes me wonder how many American copies actually have that glitch, because I was under the impression that later prints fixed the glitch. So if anyone is actually super familiar with the ins and outs of the later production run, I would love to know. Because I know for a fact you need a super early copy to do speedrun glitches, and Sean had a copy of the game that came with a Metroid Prime 2 demo disc. So, his copy, I'm pretty sure, was still bugged. So, I'm not really sure what the cutoff point is for the one grapple point glitch being fixed on American NTSC retail copies. So, if anyone has some info on that, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. And if anyone is super familiar with the glitches and exploits used in speedruns, also feel free to basically leave a comment and explain what version is basically the later revision where the speedrun glitches don't work, even though I was convinced that the later revision where the speedrun glitches don't work fixed the one faulty grapple point, unless I was wrong about that. I never really looked into that. I just remember people repeating that as a fact, and that seemed to be accurate, so I never questioned it. But that could be a false statement that people spread around like it's true, even if it's not. Plus, I played the Wii version far more than the GameCube version, so the question is more based on the old NTSC GameCube version. Did you encounter that glitch when you played your copy of the game? If not, can you figure out what version of the game you own? Because it seems like that glitch persisted at least until they released that demo disc for Metroid Prime 2, where Sean has the box version that has Metroid Prime 1 and the Metroid Prime 2 demo disc. And I'm pretty sure that demo disc version went into production like a year after the game came out. So if anyone can paint a more clear picture on the revisions of the NTSC American GameCube version, I would love to know. And I might end up Googling that later because I find it fascinating that Sean's copy seems to have the one grapple point bug, but that copy was released later, and yet the version seems to be older. And I know people said you can't speedrun on the later revisions. So is the Metroid Prime 1 copy that comes with the Metroid Prime 2 demo a version that you can speedrun on, And if so, that's really fascinating. If not, did they fix the speedrun glitches but miss that one grapple beam point? Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.